Hello all, it's me Andy from Blitz Gaming. Hope you're all having a great day. Sorry I've not made a video for a while. The reason being, one, I've been in and out of hospital because of heart trouble still. It's not working as normal, as it should. And secondly, we're having my house sort of like rebuilt, decorated, fitted kitchen and all sorts of stuff. So I've not been able to get hold of, at the computer stuff to make anything, and there's dust all over the place, so everything needs a blinging clean regardless of the all the dust sheets. My computer looks like it's got snow inside it, that's how much dust is in it. So yeah, we'll make this video quickly talk about what's going on in the hardware space, and then we should get back to normal making stuff in about 10 to 14 days time. Okay, Intel's Arc GPU, well, it's not turned up where we want it to be. It's not available in Europe, United States, Australia, Canada, or anywhere we would like to see it. It is available in China. Now, I do know the drivers are still not up to scratch. That is probably the main reason why it's not available in those areas. Now, I'm only guessing. It could be any other reason. Intel's obviously not telling us, but we do know the drivers are not up to scratch. Now, to make it worse, it looks like it's going to come out around September, according to some rumours on the net. Yeah, September. At the same time, AMD and Nvidia will release their next set of graphic cards. So it's like, okay, you base this graphic card from Intel on current graphic cards available, like the go against 30 series or AMD 6000 series. It's like, well, now it's going to get even more slaughtered in the competition. And make it worse, Nvidia and AMD know the price, so they can obviously now adjust their low-end graphic cards to suit. So I think Intel's Arc, I've got a funny feeling it ain't going to turn up, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to make Europe. But we'll see. At the end of the day, we'll just have to see. Oh yeah, so we go by the rumours. Now the card is in 3D Mark. I think it was Time Spy. It was 15% faster than AMD 6400. Well, you can say, well, that wasn't hard because the AMD 6400 wasn't a very good card when it turned up, which is true. It wasn't a very good card. Well, it's totally overpriced. If they take a good $75 of it, get it down to about $100, $125, it won't be so bad then. But yes, at the moment it is too dear. But in games, now there was a big game test. I can't remember how many games they tested now, at least 15, 20 games. And on average, it was literally at least 15% slower in games than the AMD 6400. So the card is at least 15% slower in games. Now, as I said, we know the drivers are crap at the moment. It could all change, and suddenly it'll be 15, 25, maybe even 50% faster when it turns up for Europe and America and the rest of the world. If it turns up, well, then it won't be so bad, because Intel are asking $200 for the card, which is more money than the 6400, which is totally overpriced already. So yeah, at this moment in time, when you look at Arc, if you could buy one, it's like, well, why would I buy this card? It's too much money. It goes slower than the competition. It's pointless buying this card. And that is probably the main reason why it's not been released in the rest of the world at this time. Now, the reason I think the card won't ever come out to Europe, now, at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Now, if you go by the original roadmap by Intel, now I know their roadmap is now completely useless, but they're going to ramp up the next version of their graphic cards up quite quick within a 6-month period. then another one after that, another 6 months, trying to get up to speed with AMD and Nvidia. So I thought, okay, they got the slow card out there. They're just trying to sort out the drivers for everything, trying to get everything up and running. And now we know it's going to come out late, like nearly a year late. It's going to come out at the same time as Nvidia's 4000 and AMD's 7000 graphic cards. I think, okay, to be really competitive, they might say, right, okay, we've got the drivers now into working order. Let's release the next hardware version instead. Now, I said that's only my opinion, but I can't see the point releasing a graphic card which is already slower than the 3000 series and AMD 6000 series to go against Nvidia's 4000 and 7000 series graphic cards. It just will not make sense at all. So yeah, I mean, I think Nvidia just got it out there. Sorry, Intel just got the graphic card out there in China. Try and get as much feedback as possible to try and get the drivers up to scratch, and then basically get the next batch of graphic cards out. Okay, let's move on to story 2. Okay, graphic cards. Let's look at the prices. You see there, 3090 starts off at £1,500. That was the retail price, so that's just madness, really. I mean, that's just Nvidia being total greedy. Yeah. Now that, to make it worse, when the 4000 series turns up, when it turns up, who's to say Nvidia's not going to say, wow, our cards are now faster than 3090, you're willing to pay £1,500 for a graphic card, so we're going to start at £1,500. Yeah, if Nvidia do something like that, they're just really stupid at the end of the day, more stupid than I thought. Same with AMD. AMD start doing things like that as well. Again, stupid as well. So I'm look at the 3080 here now. They're like £800 or more. Now I got my 3080 for, I think it was 1,050 quid. Yeah, which is the most expensive graphic card I've ever bought in my life. Considering I never used to pay no more than like £300 or £400 for a graphic card. It's like madness. And there's still that silly amounts of money. And mine's an Aorus Extreme, so it's the top of the range Aorus minus the water. The water one was the next feature. So yeah, in one way, graphic cards have come down, but they haven't come down to the price what we expect to pay. Yeah, there's still silly amounts of money. Now, I've not checked benchmarks for the 3060 Ti versus the 3060, but there's a bit of a price jump. I mean, what 400 to what, nearly 600? Or how much increase we get in speed? That's a bit of a difference. At the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know the 3060 is like the equivalent of the RX 6600. Now I've got 6600. It's great on 1080p. Could get away with 1440p in certain titles. It's a great card. The one I've got, it's lovely and quiet. Can't complain. So I expect the 3060 Ti to be what, the XT version sort of thing. Again, though, graphic cards are just, I think it's just too expensive. Overall, graphic cards are just too dear. You got to remember the 3060 and the RX 67. It's like, okay, it's the start tier for gaming. Yeah. You got paying what, 400, 500, nearly £600 for a graphic card. Should be like £200, £250. Like I said, I think before my 3080, the card I bought before that was an RX 480. Yeah, I think I paid like £250 for that, and that was obviously the same equivalent of a 3060. Yeah, okay, not in speed today, but obviously tier wise. So it's just mad what people are paying for graphic cards. Now I'm hoping Nvidia and AMD just don't do something stupid on the next series. They just get their life in gear. And they're just going, well, the reason why these ones are still expensive because we had to pay our premiums, we haven't made, and blah blah blah. Okay, that's possible. I don't believe any of it. I know things went up, but it's like, okay, your manufacturing costs probably went up like 5%. Yeah, stuck an extra 15-20 quid on the card, but that doesn't come out to £200-300. It's just madness. Right, let's look at AMD's cards. Okay, AMD cards are cheaper. Again, I think, as I said, over £1,000 is just stupid, really. Way too dear for any cards. Now, obviously, if you ever go back to AMD's shop, now we know AMD's never got anything in stock. But when they did have everything in stock, everything was half the price. So it just makes you wonder how these manufacturers can charge this sort of money for their cards. But hopefully, the 3080 I got it's going to be the most expensive card I ever paid for in my life, and I don't plan to buy another card like that ever again, not unless I win a lottery. So yeah, prices are still expensive. 6900 XT and a 6950. Again, I don't know what the difference was, a 6950 versus a 6900. I never checked the benchmarks. It's not that I plan to buy one, but I certainly may buy the 7000 series. The 7000 sounds like it's going to be extremely promising, and obviously AMD's latest drivers are now fixed DirectX 11. Yeah, the performance could be very much in AMD's favour over Nvidia. And plus, the other thing, I don't plan buying an 800 watt graphic card. Power supply, well, power. The price of energy at the moment is ridiculous in the UK. So 800 watt power, 800 watt graphic card would just be ridiculous. Yeah, to make it worse, I mean, okay, 800 watts graphic card, and you're going to need a 1000 watt power supply. Now, if you look at prices of power supplies, they're pretty good up to 1000 watts in pricing wise. Get round up to about £100. I don't know what that is in dollars, but as soon as you go over 1000 watts, the price just blasts up. It don't just go up like £10. It usually just like goes to 200 quid. So you like double the price just by going over that 1000 watts. So yeah, so it can be quite an expensive payout just to get an up-to-date graphic card. I personally think Intel's done something stupid. Nvidia. They should have just kept on the bandwagon and said, look, we can't go this high on graphic cards, it's just madness. Yeah, but we'll see what happens when they turn up. Now, we know it's only a rumour, really. They're going to be this sort of price and watts wise. So we'd have to wait and see when they will turn up. Okay, that's done for the video. Sorry I'm not on camera. Again, as I said, we've got all this decorating going on. It's a bit of a nightmare. And hopefully it will be back to normal in a couple of weeks. With luck, I'll have a kitchen by then. And I'll be able to get out my computer equipment quite easily. Okay, that is all, and have fun.